We are back once again. Let's talk about a little coin method that might be pretty good. Got a couple sets for you also, and my strategy going into this week and Sugar Rush. It's highly important to pay attention to the part that I talk about the Sugar Rush and tomorrow. Like it is 100% very, very important. I am searching 94.95s. That is where you start. If you look at unfiltered prices, the first 95 you will see is about 93K. I think that's the first 95 I see. If I look through this again, I don't see any over here. There's a lot of them that you can get. The best filters for me have been Ultimate Legends. Again, they're at 93 right now. It is really early. Then I go, Roster Rev's a pretty good one. If you do get Roster Rev ones, I highly suggest build the champions, pre-build them for today. There's some decent ones. Maybe you can make a little easy coins. They are up in price right now. I got one last night for like 65K. They're about 100K right now. So they have went up in price. That's not great. AKA is another one. First 95 over here is going for about 99,000. So these are all very, very up today. On stream yesterday, I said maybe moving, picking up some 95s is the move. So we made that decision. 64 for both of these is a big W. That's what you're looking for right there, is about 65, 70. You can even do 75 based off of what they went to last week, what 95s went up to when content dropped. But again, I'm trying to get them around this price. If I can, that's a big, big W. I will buy 72 also. Remember, promos should need 95s. We have 98 champs. Will they go way up in price? I'm not for sure, but if you're buying it like 73 and they go up to 85, you make a profit. You see what I'm saying? Like, that is worth it to me. Every time, 100 out of 100 times, that risk. And I'll show y'all how many I've stocked up on so far today and late last night. Team of the year. That one pops up here and there. I like just switching through the filters. Redux is not a bad one. They don't pop up as often because there ain't as many 95 Reduxes that go for cheap. Like the first one up, 89,000. Are we surprised? Not really. I'm not. Then you have, I thought there was one more promo. Yeah, Super Bowl. I was like, there's one more promo. Where is it? When they're over filtered like this, you can go all offense, all defense. You can switch between them. Go ahead and, again, you're trying to really get them under 75. I highly suggest under 72. Because if they only go up to like 80, you break even. I don't see how they only go up that much. And I've stocked up on a lot of them for very, very cheap. You got to make sure that when you're switching to a filter that has 94s, don't buy the first card. I almost have done that multiple times. I haven't done it yet because I look at the overall when I click it. So that does help save me a little bit. But when you're in that mindset, it is best to go by newest. When you're just doing this, when you're just hanging out, just chilling. Because you're not always like fully locked in on the game. You're just locked in on getting the snipes. Which kind of changes the like dynamic of what you're doing. 78, I say don't buy. I highly say do not buy. But 70, and there's one for 69, I'm going to buy both of those. That is what I am doing today to prepare for this week and Sugar Rush. If these do not go up this week, guess what I'm doing? I'm saving them for Sugar Rush. Like, does that make sense to everybody, hopefully? That Sugar Rush should still be 98 champs. If not, you do have multiple promos coming this week and next week that are going to still need 95s. You got AKA and Roster Rev, both another release. You have the new Athletes promo that's coming out tomorrow. Like, there is so many promos that are going to need these that I'm going to literally, any of these under 72, I'm going to stock up on right now. This is crazy. This is why you go all offense, all defense, though. A lot of people don't filter down. Like, these we didn't see unless you filter down. That is highly important when you are trying to get them this cheap, is you have to filter down. If you don't, you're screwing yourself. We want to make coins, not lose coins. It went the wrong way. One more for 71.4. I mean, that is one of the biggest W's, for sure. I just stocked up on, what, like 9, 10 there, maybe? Maybe even more than that. This is a risk I'm going to take 100 out of 100 times. 100 out of 100 times. Okay, we right back. I had to answer a phone call real quick while we was doing the sniping. I did get one more, I think, right before I got back on here to record. So, not bad. Not for sure how many we're at right now. There's one for 80. Again, I highly suggest don't buy at that price. A little bit too much for me and my liking. I want them as cheap as I can get them. And I'm pretty sure the price floor right now is like 64K on these. Yeah, right here. 64. It's really easy. And they are being thrown up so much that you just got to jump on it now. Like, some of them you can go ahead and flip back right now. That is possible. Also, like, with the season pass players that just came out, not the season pass, but the premium field pass rewards, guys like Devontae and Jalen Hurts, they're going to be popping up crazy cheap because they're free B&Ds in that pack. Same thing like if you go to Redux, Gardner Johnson is going to be popping up a lot. John Hanna, like players like that, they're going to be popping up a lot. Again, go by newest. There's one for 93. Like, there's going to be ones that there's a Slay that, again, 93. Both of those are in that pack. Little areas that you can check. Legends, John Hanna is a Redux, so you don't have to check that. Team of the Week, you don't have to check that because Slay, again, he's a Redux. No, not Slay. Gardner Johnson's a Redux. Slay is from playoffs, I'm pretty sure. But again, I'm just switching through these filters. Any of the ones that you get for like UL, you save till Saturday. I have, I think, 4 of them right now. I need one more to have a... I need one more, but I need the one for new... The new, like, drop. I can't pre-build it exactly. You can pre-build 4, and you can pre-build 1 by using low overalls and building 1 and holding the pack until it comes out to pick the 95 out of it. If that makes sense. I'm pretty sure it will. So, like, if you're pre-building the new ULs, you have to have that one that you're pre-building. You have to have his 95. That is why I can't fully pre-build it, but I can pre-build a pack that has that 95 in it. I can do that. If you do not know how to do that, I can show that also real quick. Let me look at these two, and then I'll go look at that set for y'all and show you what I'm talking about with the ULs. If you do get enough that you snipe and you want to hold them. Again, another one for 64. The very minimum that they can be. I'm going to take that every time. If they go up to 100K, boom. I just made like 30K profit. Let's look at sets real quick. I'm going to show you the Ultimate Legend set that I am talking about to get your 95 hero. You need the hero. You got to remember that. So like these right here, I have 4, but I need the ultimate legend hero. This right here is how you pre-build the last 95 you need. You do not open this pack though until content is released. I usually say wait like 1 minute after to make sure it's in that pack. And then boom, you're done. You don't even have to build it yet. You can just put you can put all of the players in your binder, have them ready, and then not open it until content drops either. So either one of those options work very, very well. And I think that is the smartest strategy for right now on that. Now let's look at how many 95s I have so far stocked up. So 1, 2. So that's 12, 15. That's 24, 30, 36, 42. So I have 42 right now because these, yeah, those 4 95s are B&D, and then these are 94s. I think those were the only 94s when I was counting through this. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that's really good. About over 40. I am very, very happy with that. If they go up, I'm making hopefully about 20 to 30K per one. Now, if you want to make coins right now today, there is some things you can do with these 95s to make coins right now. Remember, if you buy them about 70K a pop, you're spending about what is that? About 350, I'm pretty sure, right? Let me make 100% sure. I'm thinking it's 350. 5 times 70,000. Yeah, 350. I wanted to make 100% sure. I didn't want y'all to be confused. If you get them for 65, that's even easier. You're building it at 325, right? Yeah. Remember, AKA icons is another one that you can filter through. I usually don't filter through that one when I'm looking for just 95s to keep. That's more when I'm trying to build sets. Because McLaurin and Big V, Vea, are both really good right now to build. Are they still right now, this minute? I'm pretty sure. So like if I'm building these, if you're building them for 350, that's not bad. There's multiple that go for 420. I usually go Sherm or Alex Mack. Ryan Clark is probably my third option out of those. Ed Reed used to be really high up, and then he's just really dropped. These, though, they're 466. So if you're getting everything for 70K, you're making like 80K. 70 to 80K, depending on what you're getting these at. Scary Terry, though, is down to 425, so a little bit lower now on that one. People undercut so much. Did y'all see how much that was undercut right there? That is crazy. But those two, building these, easy coins. Building these, easy coins. Y'all just saw how many of these I got for what? 64, 66, 67, 70. Like, on repeat, I just got so many of these. I could make probably like 120K off of all the ones I got just now. And I'm going to hold, though. I'm going to hold for the new content. If you get 95 Team of the Year, though, you want to go ahead and build Team of the Year, 97s. Dickerson, Panay, I think Bond. It should be, yeah, Parsons, AJ Brown. I think those are the main 5. There's one more, though, that's pretty decent. Just got to find them. Am I just not seeing them? I'm just not seeing them. I don't know. There's one more that I like to build. It's because I was on him when I was going through him. It's Fred Warner. When I was going up and down, I guess I was on him and wasn't looking right directly at him. Free agency, when you're going through, if you see these 94s for cheap, you can grab them, you can build them. It's not horrible. If you do build these, I highly suggest go Godwin and Charvarius Ward. Those are the two usually that I would go with. I usually do the Ward though, but a lot of people do him. His price is going to go down, so you got to remember that. Then you have another option. You have Godwin. I don't like doing Trace Smith. I don't like doing Ernest Jones. I go Holland after those. Easy little methods, easy little coins. Again, you have to get your prices, what you want to buy these at. Again, this is my strategy, and I'm just trying to help y'all know you can do it too, or you can make coins now. Those are your two options. You can take your 95s and make coins right now, or you can take your 95s and make crazy coins if they go up in price. Last time they went up to what, like 120 with Ring of Honor? Maybe even 130. I'm not for sure exactly. And they're down to like 65, 70K that are popping up very, very often. I'm going to go back to the filter one more time just to check on Ring of Honor, because that is my favorite one to go to. Ring of Honor and Team of the Year are my favorite too, because I've been building a lot of Team of the Year. That's why when I get Team of the Year, I build those. Ultimate Legends is another one I really like. Again, mainly because pre-building those is going to be very, very handy. Come in very handy for sure. See, again, they're showing at 53 minutes. That's why you have to go all offense, all defense. Don't see any there, which you're not going to see any every single time. 76. See, that one's just a little bit too much for my liking. Again, I want it for as cheap as I can get it. That is my goal. 100% my goal. You can do AKA too. Like I said, that one I just usually don't filter unless I'm trying to build the AKA guys. 81 here. A little bit too much. They do still pop up pretty often. They just don't pop up as often as Ring of Honor because of people playing the event. They get Ring of Honor 95s. They post them up for cheap. You go ahead and cop them real quick before somebody else does. That is the move. We have about 40 something of them. I'm pretty happy with that number after I've probably taken maybe an hour and a half sniping all these. That's a lot of coins I can make in an hour and a half if it goes correctly. Even if I wanted to make sets with them all right now, I would make a pretty good profit after only sniping for an hour and a half. Maybe 2 hours at the very, very max. Thank y'all so much, though, for watching. Hopefully, y'all can make some coins. I should be on stream soon. Hopefully, I'm out of here. Peace.